guys, 458 divided by 7, and I need to make sure I leave room over here for partial quotients using the big 7 strategy here. And actually, let's make this screen bigger. Here we go. All right, so when we're looking at this, we're looking at 458 and trying to think of a multiple of 7 that would get us as close to 458 as we can. I like to look at these first 2 digits and think of multiples of 7 that are close to 45. So 7 times 10 is usually somewhere we tell you guys to maybe start at, but 7 times 10 is 70, so that's too much. So 7 times 5 is 35. 7 times 6 is 42. Remember, with partial quotients, you can start wherever you want. So I'm going to use 6. Now, it's not just 6. 7 times 6 will be 42, yes, but since this is in the hundreds, I'm going to use 60, and that would give me 420. We subtract, and then we need to divide again. 38 divided by 7, just a few seconds ago, I said that 7 times 5 was 35. So I will use 5, and then I am left with a remainder of 3. I can't divide 3 again, or I can't divide 3 by 7, that's right. So I'm going to add 60 plus 5, which is 65, and this leftover 3 is my remainder. So the answer is 65, remainder 3. Now, quickly, a way to check and make sure you got the answer, your quotient is correct, is to take your quotient and multiply it by your divisor, and then add your remainder, and you should get this dividend. So 60 times 7 is 420. And then 5 times 7 is 35. So if we add those, we get 455. And then we add that remainder, 455 plus 3, and that equals 458. I'm running out of space here. So we are correct. All right, moving on. So the answer is 65, remainder 3. On that first one. And then the next problem is a 10,000s division problem. So let's set up the big 7. Might need a little bit more room than that. 36,489. There we go. And, off the top of my head, I see this 36. 6 times 6 is 36. But since this is in the 10,000s, if I just use 6, that would give me 36 here, right? So I need to multiply by 6,000, and that would give me 36,000. Okay, subtract. And now I'm left with 489, and I'm going to divide again. So 489, I'm just going to look at these first 2 digits here, and let's start low. Let's say you don't know your 6s that well. So let's say we just use 6 times 5. 5s are pretty easy. You can just count by 5s on your fingers if you need to. 6 times 5 is 30. So since this is a hundreds number, I'm going to say 50. 6 times 50 is 300. See, so this still works, it just takes a little bit longer. Okay, so now we have 189. 18. I know 6 times 3 is 18. So if I use 6 times 30, that'll be 180. I'm running out of space. And then 9 divided by 6, I can just do, let's see, 1. 6 times 1. So that equals 6. And then 9 minus 6 equals 3. So I have a remainder of 3 down there. Okay, so I'm going to add my partial quotients together, and that gives me 6,081, remainder 3. Remember, you can use multiplication if you need to. You would multiply 6,081 by 6 and then add 3 to see if you got 36,489. And if so, you are correct. Good job, guys.